Welcome back to the arena. Today we have a Dimir control deck, and something that happens to me quite a bit whenever I'm playing to try to get wins is my creatures go to almost nil. Almost no creatures in this deck, 5 altogether. We're using the Academy Loremaster and the Sheoldred the Apocalypse. Because of that, we're wanting to draw cards with the Academy Loremaster so that we could gain a couple of life with the Sheoldred. Makes it harder for the opponent to draw cards because of the Sheoldred on the field, as well as the fact that they're wanting to play all of their creatures. If you look here, we have 19 instances, 4 sorceries, and 6 planeswalkers. Most of the time, we're going to be playing on the opponent's turn with the Memory Deluges, with the as it scatters, negates, make disappears, the removal here, and the Rona's vortexes, and slip out the back. We're really wanting to get some value on the opponent's turn. With that said, Academy Loremaster is a nice little fit for that. Of course, the only other creature we have in here is Sheoldred the Apocalypse, with tokens coming from Teferi and Sorin, respectively. A lot of damage is going to be gotten off within the Invoke Despair, which is target player sacrifices a creature. If they can't, they lose 2 life, and you draw a card. Repeat this process for enchantments and planeswalkers. Another way to just get a lot of cards to our hand, hopefully be able to get our Sheoldred the Apocalypse out there and protect it with slip out the backs. And maybe even the Otawara to bounce it. I've done that a couple of times. Before recording, this deck did really well. It was winning with the last edit, quote unquote, at an 83% win rate. So we're looking to get in there and get the job done in ranked to try to get out of platinum. I have run into a lot of what would you call really bad mana draw luck, which is why we're running 26 lands in this deck. I almost am at that point in my playing where I think that you can never have too many lands, ever. It's impossible to have too many lands unless you only have lands, and then you have too many lands. But being able to cast anything that you draw is always a plus, especially with a mid-range deck where you're basically looking for your finishers to finish things off, and then they usually cost a bit more than any kind of aggro deck would ever want to play. But we want to play them, therefore we need those land drops. And the Shuffler hates me. Absolutely hates me. So 26 lands, a couple Invoke Despairs, nice little draw engine with a Memory Deluge, and of course later in the game, if the opponent still has cards in their hand, we can Liliana and make them discard those cards. Yep, let's get into some matches and see how this control, or the Dimir control, is actually in Magic the Gathering Arena right now, especially in Standard. Yeah, I think that this is where we're heading. I wanted to run a lot of Esper stuff because of Void Rend, but, Black has so many powerful things that it could do, and Blue is just so good at drawing the cards that you need, as well as stuff like the Teferi Temporal Pilgrim, which is a crazy strong planeswalker, especially with that 2/2 spirit that he creates. Whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on this creature with Invoke Despair and Sheoldred on the field is just incredible. And I really like how he gets the loyalty counters from drawing cards. That's really cool too. So put him out on turn 5, you create a 2/2. Then the next turn you draw a card for turn, you get a loyalty counter, you can make another 2/2. And those 2/2s are very good. They don't stay 2/2s for long, so the opponent has to eliminate them from the field. In fact, I'm actually thinking about going up to 3 of those, but I don't know what I would cut. This is the deck, this is what we're going in with, and I will see you in the arena. But before we jump into the matches, make sure that you've liked the video, and if you're feeling especially generous today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Opting to play first, and no mana. I will admit that today's recording, 83% win rate before today's recording, and whoo boy, they've been getting me. Literally mulliganing down to 3 to get 2 lands. But we're not here to complain. We're here to win some games now. Can't have bad luck for forever, so we're going to drop a Loremaster. That's got to be pretty brutal for mono red. He actually draws the second card here. Mana for turn. And what else do you have? Whatever you cast costs 3. We're just chilling. He actually had to discard a card. Oh yeah, we take the action. Mana, pass. And we might as well attack, right? If he removes it, he doesn't get the draw too. He likes to discard cards apparently, so kind of works out for him. And he's not mono red as first indicated because of the Shivan Reef. Some Izzet stuff, so maybe the Loremaster helps him? Go to my turn. He has to discard a Galvanic Iteration. Haven't seen a lot of that card lately. Draw an additional card? Absolutely we will. Okay. Swing in. He doesn't want to remove the Loremaster for sure. Thirst. Maybe it is a control build. Neat. Over the top shenanigans, maybe? But with the way he's drawing cards, maybe graveyard shenanigans. Fourth land. We're going to Memory Deluge here. Sheoldred. And a Memory Deluge. I think Shelly gets countered. Opponent is very patient. He discards 2. We will not draw the extra card. And thing is that he's been drawing some extra cards as well, so let's see what kind of counter magic he's playing. We have the 2 Sheoldreds, so we could lose 1 to counter magic pretty easily. Okay, he big scores. What did he discard? He discarded a Flame Blessed Bolt. Interesting. So, loses 2 life. Now, do you want to draw an extra card and lose 2 more? He does not. Okay. Smoldering Egg. Okay. Not sure what this deck is trying to do, but so far I am not super worried. Suspicious Stowaway. Now I'm a little bit worried. Actually, no. We could leave that hanging out. He'll lose life like crazy. Yep, we're going to draw the additional card. Dropping a mana. We could even Sorin here if we really wanted to, but I think we just move to attacks. Okay. Takes 4 to the dome. Yeah, well, can't block. When he deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. He's a 2/1. Can't be blocked. So he's just basically a little bit bigger as a Searing Werewolf. Burn down the house. Can't really protect it. Totally fine. We could dig further. Get either our Sorin out or another Sheoldred. Make him respond to it. Maybe we're grabbing land here. Oh, Invoke Despair is brilliant. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And a negate to counter his counter. Oh, yeah. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, we win. Auto pay. He doesn't even counter. He just goes down to 0 on the dot. I respect a player playing Izzet right now, though. I really do. Izzet used to be kind of my favorite. But it's turned a lot to Dimir in my old age. 35 years young. Oh, I hate when people say that crap. Oh, I'm 47 years young. Well, can't do that if you're like 12. I'm 12 years young. Can't do that. Doesn't have the same ring. Okay, focus on the game. Wow, got a little distracted right there. Huh, but I think that this is just fine. This is just fine. Loremaster again. That worked out really well the last time. We have a little bit more counter magic-y stuff, which I'm fine with. As long as we draw with the Academy Loremaster. Try to sneak him out. Let's it go. Okay, do you want to draw? Of course, with a typical Izzet player, drawing cards is really good for him. It is really good for us too, though. Yes. Oh, baby, we got 2 Memory Deluges. The typical swing in for damage. Galvanic Iteration. Now what? That is 2 cards to remove the Academy Loremaster. He got to draw an extra card off of it. I got to draw an extra card off of it. That's fine, actually. We have our 4th mana available for Takenuma, Abandoned Mire. And of course, our opponent is playing Solitaire. The best way to play Magic the Gathering is Solitaire. He's looking for some combo. Gets rid of the Smoldering Egg. Yep. We're playing a bit of our own Solitaire as well. So I can't really hate on the opponent for playing his game of Solitaire. He has cool lands. I think his lands are cooler than mine. Sorry. No, you took away the draw engine. You don't get your own draw engine. Goes to my turn. I think we actually go for the throat here. Because we want to have our mana open for Memory Deluge for sure. And I think that we want to do it on our turn to get our land for turn. Another Memory Deluge. Oh, Teferi is here though, so we grab the Teferi instead of the 3rd Memory Deluge. Though that would be insane. Our own game of Solitaire. Big score. Still playing some Solitaire. I want to say negates are going to be very important. Let's draw some cards. Put some pressure on that life total as well. He does have counter magic. Interesting. Galvanic Iteration, and what were you building up for? What were you building for? Scattered Thoughts. What is that? Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put 2 of those into your hand, the rest into the graveyard. That's really good. He fills up his hand. A Braids go away. And a Mountain. You get to do it again. And then an Island and a Flame Blessed Bolt. Out of mana. Let's do it again and draw some cards. Got our mana. We have to discard a card. It's probably going to be Takenuma. Aha. This might be a really good time to get a Liliana of the Veil out, but he did get burned down the house, so we'll have to see about that. Yep, go to my turn. Nothing interesting. We're just killing the creature in passing turn. And we get Memory Deluge and try to get some more lands. I think we have most of what we need. You may cast up to 2 instant and or sorcery spells, mana value 6 or less, from your graveyard and or your hand without paying their mana cost. And then you exile those cards. That's pretty cool. Cool sleeves too. I like it. The sparkly sleeves. Why can't I get sleeves like this in real life? Oh, don't touch these cards. You'll have a shocking experience. Scattered thoughts. It looks like that's it. Gets rid of Island Mountain. And we go to the opponent's turn. Mana. Memory Deluge. He does have counter magic. And a Spell Pierce. Where is our lands? Swear to God, 26 of them in this deck. 26. Fine. He really wants to make sure this gets countered. Big score. I guess we could counter this one, but I think he still gets to do it once. Yeah. Sheoldred. And I guess land. We didn't have land for turn. Despite our best efforts to have tons of land in this deck. Stow away. That's getting Infernal Grasp. Oh, sweet. Mana. Actually, let's get Lily rolling.
This is my home,
Second.
and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
Oh, and you better believe we're going to be discarding some cards there, buddy.
Off you go.
Should I Shelly now? Shelly gets countered now. We might as well keep playing some Solitaire. Invoke Calamity. Okay, that's expensive. Flame Blessed Bolt. Big score. What else? You have to do 2, right? Yeah, you may cast up to 2 instead of sorceries. Yep, Flame Blessed Bolt.
This isn't how things were supposed to go.
Still got a pretty decent amount of cards in hand. Thirst for Discovery. Nice little draw engine. He's down to 17 cards. I have 35. He's got to find a way to finish me off. So if I keep all creatures off of the battlefield, hopefully we win. Hellkite. Very dangerous card. Take an extra turn after this one. That might win. Okay, Infernal Grasp. Otawara. Kill it. All right. I don't know if he did a good enough job protecting the Hellkite. I think that's what his whole goal was. He's down to 3 in hand. Did he waste it a little bit too soon? He does get another turn right here. We'll see what he has. Smoldering Egg. Second turn for Smoldering Egg, huh? And burn down the house, actually. Three damage. Let's do... No. That's fine. But now we know what we're up against. What is that? Oh, very nice. Defabricate so he doesn't lose the game. Huh. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I'm going to do that for sure. We have lost this match. But here's the thing. In best of 3, now I know what he's doing. Oh yeah, so this stuff is going to be used to counter that you lose the game stuff. We're definitely going to want more of this stuff in here, right? Slip out the backs are going to be completely useless. He's a combo player. So Loremaster actually, I think, goes away as well, and we go straight control. Got the first round. He didn't get his combo. Second round, he did get his combo. Let's see if I could get rid of his combo in the third round. And I think the Loremaster was actually helping him get to his combo. So that's why we took that out. Negate, Infernal Grasp, Invoke Despairs. Jump on the opponent quickly. We have half of the black mana we need for the Invoke Despair. We need 2 more black pieces. But I think we could get there. Got something to remove creatures, got something to remove non-creatures. Sorin. Sorin's going to be helpful for us. He doesn't seem like he could deal a lot of damage. Try to smack the Sorin down. Probably getting countered. It does. Thing is, when you're playing against folks like this, you still have to dedicate to killing or casting your stuff. Cannot do Invoke Despair yet, which is fine. Down to 4 cards. Up to 5 cards. Suspicious Stowaway. Another suspicious stowaway. Get rid of the first one. Cut down is perfect. And we pass her. Still can't find the lands. It's really unfortunate. The shuffler has to push everybody to 500 win rate, doesn't it? Burn down the house is going to be negated. No sir, not going to happen. Still, no mana. But we could try to smash this Sheoldred the Apocalypse through and maybe get some damage off, maybe keep ourselves in the game a little bit. If we draw one more black mana, we're looking really good with Shelly on the field. Burn down the house can get rid of it. Okay, okay. Yes, there it is. Do you have a negate? You know what? Let's swing first. Maybe he does something here. He does. I will happily give up Sheoldred so that I could smack you in the face for 6, draw a bunch of cards. Ran right into that one. Iteration. Thirst. So gets to fill his hand back up. It is his turn, so I think we invoke Despair on him again and get our own hand full. His hand's full. Our hand should be full. I think that's only fair. Did draw a Lily, though, but he is out of mana. Best time to smack in and invoke Despair is when your opponent gets too aggressive on their turn. Down to 7. Combo decks are great in best of 1. Scattered Thoughts. Why don't you pay 2 more for that? Nah, we're going to save it. We're going to save it. We should know he's going to have a full hand all the time. Mana. Pass. Teferi might get through here. And it does.
A duel doesn't mean we have to be overly serious.
Yeah.
Lighten up.
We don't have to be serious, man. Just chill.
I've got eyes everywhere.
Okay. He's going to have to deal with this. Oh boy. This is a good opportunity to use. Make this appear. Just try to shred. Shred what he's doing. Counter magic against combo decks, pretty good. He does get a second turn, okay. But I think that was a move in desperation. Big score. Gotta get the gambit. Oh, that thing that counters a thing. A braid? Okay. Do you have it? Do you have it? Oh, wait. He casts it for its cleave cost, so he doesn't need that. Okay. That's an interesting card, the Gambit.
Who's that handsome devil?
You know what's funny is Liliana is probably pretty dangerous for combo deck as well, because now I can make him discard his pieces.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows like me.
Playing control, my pieces work independently of each other to make a good whole. And they kind of work off of each other. Like Liliana and Teferi, draw a card, you don't like it, you discard it with Lily. Okay, a Braid. I think we're looking really good. Down to 2 cards. He's still got a way to come back at this. He draws a lot of cards. But he's got to look out. Like, he might run out of cards. What do you go after? Teferi? I actually think that we get rid of this. He still kills the Teferi.
We'll have to try again.
Watch it.
Discard it.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Okay. Nice little move with the slip out the back from the opponent.
Oh,
and
that's my cue to
we
leave.
need to find an Invoke Despair. Did you draw the counter? No way. No way. He did not. Pick it up. Down to 13, he's down to 3. All we needed is another Invoke Despair off the top or off of that Memory Deluge. Lily. Going for Invoke Despair, do not find it. But we do find a Sorin and we do find an Infernal Grasp. So we're going to play the Sorin here. We are going to create a vampire.
For the sake of all Innistrad, my will must be obeyed. You will serve me well.
And I think we took out the combo player. We're getting close. Wandering Mind. Gets a look at the top 6. And he goes for a big score. Galvanic Iteration on the big score. Yep. That's exactly what we're doing. So he's got the mana to get rid of the vampire, which he's going to need to do. Flame Blessed Bolt.
Without me, we're all doomed.
Goes to my turn, and I'm a little bit worried. Let's try to sneak Lily out. She gets through.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
Sack it. Slips out the back. Infernal Grasp. Did you draw another answer? The answer is negative.
Sacrifices must be made.
Down to 1. Woohoo, this is a match. Delver, not gonna help ya. Mana. Oh yes, we have 1. We have 1. Neat little deck our opponent had there. Neat little deck. Nice little combo deck. We'll have to remember that. Alchemist Gambit. Alchemist Gambit. And a bunch of Izzet stuff. Definitely opting to play first. Yup. Make Disappear, go for Throats, Infernal Grasp, all the control pieces. It's kind of what we're here to do, is play a control match. Okay, Plains Veteran. Hold up, make Disappear. Because we're probably seeing that what you call him, a companion? Do I really care if he draws that card? No, yeah. Go ahead and kill it. Auto pay. That could come back and bite us, but I don't like if we're just taking one, I'm not significantly worried. And we have ways to respond to that Voice of the Blessed or whatever it's called, right? Second Lunarch Veteran. That's fine. Just gotta make sure the one guy doesn't come out and stick. Goes to my turn. We could kill one of them, but again, I'm not sure if that's the right move. We did not draw mana. 26 in the deck. Maybe you have to go up to like 29, 30, 32, 33 mana. 33 mana deck. Intrepid Adversary. Interesting. Maybe this isn't quite the deck that I thought it was. He pays the other two. And this is whenever we kill it. Swings for 2. Totally fine. Mana? Yes, mana. Tapped out. Sheoldred the Apocalypse. Here we go. Borrowed time. Should have kept my negate up. But he is running out of cards. And we are getting to the pieces that... God, I don't know what I gotta do to get mana around here. Don't know what I gotta do. Let's get rid of that indefinitely. That's all we could do. Elspeth.
If a fight
You see, that's why you don't make aggressive plays like I just did with the Rona's Vortex.
And I'm going to.
There's a Voice of the Blessed. Yeah. I don't know what percentage of people play with 26 lands, but I think that not a lot of people are playing 26 lands. But we play 26 lands and we always see the opponent with more lands than us. Oh man. Maybe 27, 28 lands.
Space.
Yep. Lily, you did your job, and now you're probably gonna die. Uh-huh. Can't really do much about this. I would say that this was because of bad land draw. But opponents seem to have what they needed when they needed it. Like, no matter what we draw now, because we were not drawing land. Like, an Invoke Despair would get us out of this. But actually, an Invoke Despair does nothing because we don't have the land base. Now, that is certainly interesting, but still doesn't really get us out of it, especially now we cannot protect it with Slip Out the Back. Right? Just not drawing lands kills you. Kills you dead.
Show him what you got.
Lifelink on the Phantom. Okay, that might have been a little bit aggressive on the opponent's part. We have to block with the Sheoldred. Not indestructible yet. And there is a land. The much awaited land. target the Voice of the Blessed. We actually have Negate up. We're going to negate the Loren's Escape. Still pretty far ahead. But at least that was a good turn of events for us. We got our 5th land. And of course, you drew a Wandering Emperor off the top. Why would you not draw a Wandering Emperor off the top? Can we draw our Invoke Despairs off the top? That would be amazing.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
I know.
Let's do it. Let's rub for Invoke Despair. Give this card a little rub right here, and that's going to be an Invoke Despair. It is an Academy Loremaster, which means we basically just died. We'll try it. We can still sub out the bag, make that Phantom go away. Okay, plus action. There's still a chance.
Let your blade do the talking.
Okay, slip it out the back. You're gonna... Oh, I thought he drew the protection again. And that's a mana. We have lost. I want to thank the Shuffler for the amount of fun that I just had in that moment right there. It was fantastic. It was lovely, and I would love to do it again at any time. Loremaster can go away. And we'll do cut downs, Rona Vortexes, and that Rona Vortexes should get through the planeswalkers or creatures, and cut downs should be able to get that small stuff off of the field before they start getting ridiculous. And play first. Hey, mana, we're keeping. PTSD, man. PTSD. What can I say? Alright, start to build out this mana base a little bit. Rona's Vortexes out the butt. Yeah. Go to my turn. See, love it. Now we can only draw mana. Inspiring Overseer. We could make him pick that up. We'll let it resolve. Invoke Despair is quite juicy. We could punch a Sheoldred in here. Looks like our opponent's getting stuck on land this game, so we actually probably try to close the door with Sheoldred. And hopefully we draw black mana for next turn. Fateful Absence might help us get to our black mana. Probably not. Since you're stuck on land, go ahead and put Gaeta, Font of Hope, on the bottom of your library. And that's it. We'll draw land eventually, right? He actually got to draw a land. The irony of this game. If we draw a black land, though, we get to turn that all the way around. Goes to my turn. We did not draw a black mana. Incredible. Let's draw a black mana. See, that's what I'm talking about. Now, he is going to be able to ramp a little bit here, but getting this down and getting a little bit more life seems like it's a good idea. Discards Gaeta, puts the Gaeta out onto the field. 4th mana for turn. And what you playing? Mr. pretending to be mono red. Lion Sash. It's an artifact. You swinging? Okay, he is swinging at the Sorin. That was our hope that he would do that. It was not our hope that he would do that. We still gained the 2 life. And it looks like now we're going to flood out a little bit. Actually, I'm fine with flooding out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Seems important.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
Let's start to clear out this field a little bit. He actually sacks a Lion Sash, which is interesting. Gaeta. And we still lose a Sorin here. But we could then invoke Despair and grab a bunch of cards. Wedding announcement. Ran right into it. Invoke Despair is looking awfully good now.
Darkness, then.
Now he will get to keep the Overseer. See? Can't draw anything you need on the previous game, then you start drawing everything that you need. Hence is the way of Magic the Gathering. Did not hold up Make Disappear, which would have been really nice right there. Lily. And we're probably plussing on that Lily.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
Nah. Keep the field clear.
Sacrifices must be made.
Looked at my Lily. Looks at his hand. Gonna cast that removal. Danitha. Benita's Hope. Nope. And we go to my turn. Drawing mana, so we're gonna discard that mana.
You won't be outsmarting me.
And he discarded Enduring Angel. That seems strong. Voice of the Blessed. There it is. Essence Scatter. Not gonna happen. Not today, sir. Restoration. Pretty decent. But he loses a lot of value from the restoration of Ijanjo, playing it with basically an empty hand. Yeah, swinging for 1 at the Lily, that is 100% fine.
You know, I think you'd look better as a corpse.
Oh, man. Let's do this. Yeah. What else? What else? Okay. Cut down. And I still think that making the opponent discard is probably really good. We just did a 1-drop and we got rid of an Elspeth. I would say that that was pretty good return on investment right there. Nothing to cut down. So, just go ahead and discard it.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Lunarch Veteran. And sack it.
I've always hated crowds.
We'll keep the Underground River in hand because we might be discarding that. Mana. Luminous Phantom. Invoke Despair. There we go. There we go. And we draw a Sorin. Yep, play it. Play it. Damn the damage.
Under my watch.
Now we plus on the
Deal
Liliana.
with my
Don't
Get her rolling again. And now our engine is rolling quite nicely, actually. Let's look at the top card. We will reveal it so we don't draw it next turn. And keep this engine going.
It's free.
drop it.
Yeah. Once you know about the life gain deck, it's just like, just removal. Rebel Rousing is probably the worst draw he could have had. If not the worst, close to it. Yep, we're not minusing on the Lily now. So we'll move on. Yep, and his flood is now going to begin. I want to get to something that can finish off the opponent a little bit quicker. We'll reveal the land.
Innistrad is free.
Swing in, and I guess we do plus on the Lily. We don't need any more land. We're good.
Be outsmarting
We are
me.
good. Memory Deluge is amazing. Look at the top card. I don't want to pay life. We're so far ahead. And we're getting this 2 damage off per turn.
Very well.
And we have a Memory Deluge to get that Teferi into our hand anyway for next turn without having to pay 5 life. Our opponent's decided he doesn't want to play anymore. Alright. What? More removal? The removal seemed to do really well. So let's add just a few more pieces of removal. Liliana did really well. I think we have all removal except for our finishers anyway. Maybe go down one of these. Maybe go down one Essence Scatter because we have the negates. Oh, wait. Yeah, we want the negates. We want the make disappears to get rid of those planeswalkers as well as the, what do you call it? Restoration of Ijanjo. And the wedding announcement. Had to think really hard there. It really hurt. 5 mana hand. I'm not in love. And of course we draw another mana for turn. We're probably not drawing a whole lot of mana. We have a 38% chance of drawing land again. Oh, thought the game almost died on us. Overseer. Okay, gains a life, draws a card. I think we get rid of that Overseer. We're gonna flood, aren't we? We're going to flood. So far, we're looking okay, but the flooding is definitely going to be a thing that's going to hurt. We got to put that on the bottom of the library with the Rona's Vortex. It's our only removal. It does cost 4, but we got to get that off of the field. Does not swing. Maybe we just pop a Shelly in here and know that he ain't swinging. Nope. Do the right move rather than the fun move. Danitha. Enters the battlefield, you may pair the aura or equipment from your hand onto the or graveyard onto the battlefield attached to it. It is a 4/4. Now it's time for Sheoldred to come into the field. Looking to get some value out of the opponent. Mana and borrowed time, you of course have the response. With just 3 cards in hand, you have the response. Okay, down to 11, 10, right? We are flooding like crazy. Do you have another response to another Sheoldred? If you do, that is massive card drawing skills. Mana. Dog. Swings? Is that double strike? No. If it was double strike, I'd already be dead. Oh boy. So here's the thing. If we swing, how likely is he to remove our Sheoldred? If he makes a mistake and actually blocks the Sheoldred, we're looking really good. But if he does not block the Sheoldred, we die. No, not quite. No. Yeah, swinging is the correct move. We really want to block. But if we don't get a block... Oh, he's going to do it, isn't he? He is. Oh, he's prepared. Do it just like this. Oh, smart opponent. Smart opponent. Invokes Despair anyway on the face. Now we get our Sheoldred from down here back onto the battlefield. Nice job clearing off the field. Good job defending your Danitha. Danitha? And we get a Voice of the Blessed and a Lunarch, or Luminous Phantom. Let's call it a Lunarch Veteran. That's the other side of it. Kill it. Let's count this. 4. Costs 1 less for the thing. That's 3. Swing. Lets it through. And this is 4-5 damage. I was hoping for a block. We did not get it. Traveling Minister. We have plenty of removal in the deck. Let's look for another answer. We did not get it. Okay, we didn't get it. We did not get our answer this turn. Oh my god, of course he has the answer to everything. What a top draw for the opponent. That was brilliant. And doing all that those shenanigans. Okay, mana. I love mana. Mana draws are my favorite. Wow. Wow. Okay, did he get his Planeswalker? Of course he does, right? Nope, he doesn't. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
No matter the time or place, I'm ready to win. Knowledge, is meant to be
Should have plus on it. Now we lose it to Teferi. But we gotta find some answers. Absolutely disgusting. Going for the Teferi. Okay. There it is. And 4 to the face. Now, here's the thing. Opponent's been finding answers all day, so we gotta find some answers, and we do. Let's keep the Teferi. We're gonna go down to 1 here. Oh, that hurts. Draw.
Now that is an interesting fact.
Swing. End turn. Think that might have been a mistake, but we're just rolling with it at this point. Go for the throat and Sheoldred. He doesn't even swing through, so that's a bit of a mistake on the opponent's side, but it actually ends up working in his favor. Okay, now we need to start drawing some cards.
There is much the past can teach us.
Mostly because it just gains us life. And we are in desperate need of life. We're back up to 3.
And you think you can win? Off you go.
All right. Let's clear our hand all the way out, I think. Well, we'll wait till the opponent's turn. Swing for 7. Didn't he have 2? Yeah, he had 2 borrow times already. That might be all he runs. Just a splash of control. That's kind of what we're hoping for. Even if he has a removal now, it's not going to hurt us super badly. I'm glad we held the Rona's Vortex for sure.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people.
What do you do with it? Gives it a 1/1. Oh man, I am so glad I held that. So glad.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Another Memory Deluge. Up to 5. Swing. Down to 2.
Now that is an interesting fact.
Ooh. Hey, go for the throat. What happens here? I have enough for a big Memory Deluge. What a match. What a match. Before recording this video, this had an 83% win rate. Started recording, lost a couple in a row. Mostly because we totally didn't get lands we needed. Lands are super important for this deck to work. I've even thought about adding like a curate or something early on in this game in order to have that early game draw to try to get to those lands, because yes, lands are pretty hard to get to. Even though we run 26 in the deck, it still seems to be this deck's biggest weakness right now. Liliana is phenomenal. A lot of people have said, you know, not that great, but I honestly enjoy playing with her anytime I get a chance. She can do a lot of things on the field for you, especially if you have no cards. You can make sure that your opponent doesn't either, and it's continuous removal on the field. I do like this card quite a lot. If you play it incorrectly, then it's going to hurt you, but if you play it the right way, she becomes very powerful indeed. Again, a lot of this game is trying to get to the mid to late range of the game. So we're calling this kind of a mid-range Dimir control kind of build, and it works like a dream. Academy Loremaster can be very good for you. It could also hurt you if you're wanting to draw every single time. A lot of times you're going to be drawing until you want to play a Sheoldred and have the ability to protect it with either a negate or a sub out the back. With one of these two cards to kind of protect it or even make disappears. So since we have so few creatures in this deck, you really have to make sure that they have some sort of protection behind them before you play them. But if you could get into the late game and you could keep your things alive, your Liliana, your Sorins, your Teferi, and your Sheoldreds, if you could get there, you're doing really well. Do I think Esper can be better? Yes, in some ways, yes, because they have that beautiful card called Void Rend, which can't be countered, and you destroy target non-land permanent. The thing that has to take its place in this build, without it being an Esper build, is going to be Invoke Despair, which actually cannot hit artifacts. But we know how the matchmaker works. You go up against a lot of mirror things, and haven't seen a lot of artifacts while playing with this deck. Though when I play with the Esper build that I was showcasing earlier, you're going to see all kinds of artifacts everywhere. I don't know if that's a true thing, but it feels so real that the matchmaker does that kind of stuff. Sorin, you saw in the matches that Sorin is still a powerhouse. That ability to look at the top card, put it into your hand, is fantastic. And that 2/3 black vampire creature token with flying and lifelink can kind of keep you in the game longer than you should be able to stay in a game with only 5 creatures in the deck, as well as having some sort of body on the field. We don't have a lot of opportunities to get bodies on the field until we get to our Teferi or Sheoldred, but again, Sheoldred dies to removal. It's really easy to remove, and a lot of times they are going to remove your Sheoldred, but you have to have that constant threat with Shelly in order to get the removal out of your opponent's hand. They can't get rid of all of your stuff with 1-to-1 removal, and you could get rid of an awful lot of their stuff when it comes onto the field. Sometimes this can get to the point where you're just like, mana pass, mana pass, mana pass. Your opponent is the same thing, but that's because they're top decking. You still have a full hand of removal, so whatever they do find, they lose, especially if you start to get counters on Liliana of the Veil and continue to make your opponent discard and this and that. You can really pull ahead quite easily, quite quickly. I enjoy this deck. So I like to play a lot of control stuff, so this deck is kind of right up my alley and how I like to perform and how I like to play. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to play control, like Dimir is great, Esper is great, Blue is just so good at controlling the battlefield and setting the pace for the matches. Basically, just control the battlefield. Don't let your opponent breathe, and as soon as you start to let them breathe and get their combos going, bad things happen. And that's no matter what deck you play. So if you play a deck that just doesn't allow it to happen, and we saw a really good Izzet deck that we won the first game, then we saw the combo, we saw what he was doing, and then we were able to get rid of the pieces of that combo that made it work. And then the last round against a pretty good mono white deck. And mono white's really good in standard right now. So yeah, being able to get rid of all of that stuff and make sure your opponent can't do the things that they want to do is just, to me, just icing on the cake of having a good time. Thank you for joining today. Make sure that you have liked the video if you do enjoy it. If you don't, well, thank you for joining anyway. Hope I was at least somewhat entertaining. And if you're feeling especially spicy, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Bye.